Hey guys, and welcome back to Twilight Princess. It's the end of another Hellfire Comms week, so I thought we'd go nice and casual for this one. Well, even more casual than usual, and have a little bit of fun and play some mini-games, you know, like the title suggests.
We could be going to a dungeon, but yeah, I guess mini-games are an okay alternative.
Well, we had like 3 parts worth of them in Ocarina of Time, and I was just like looking at the playlist, and I was thinking to myself, I've like done nothing optional so far. It's just all been plot, plot, plot. So you know, it's going to be a long playthrough. I've got to kind of mix it up a bit.
To be fair, with Ocarina of Time, we were mostly doing side quests. Not a lot of them were mini games. This one, it's legit, straight up games and nothing else. Like how there's tech-techs on a rugged mountainy path. Because you totally remember when that happened in Ocarina of Time, right?
Yes, Twilight Princess's Ocarina of Time 2.0. Thank you, Mr. Game Critic.
8 out of 10.
IGN. Could be better.
I like this update version of the Zora domain music. It's very lovely.
I was just going to say, I wish I'd gotten here when the sun was still out, because these cliffs, when the sun hits it, they just sing.
That's so romantic, Tom, but also kind of sappy, but I'm going to let it pass.
What can I say? I'm a true romantic. Now, there's actually no mini-games or fun, I guess, to be found in Zora's domain. I'm not a Zora racist, that's just how it is. But there is something we can get here, so I thought I'd go out of my way to show it off.
It's the 10 rupees, right?
Yeah.
Alright, now let's go on to the next area.
We will actually need to get a wallet upgrade down the line. As I said, you get a wallet upgrade by giving your first light book to Agatha, but that's probably going to be a part in unto itself, because I find you need a lot of the items in the game, late game items, to get a few of the bugs. Maybe that's just me, I haven't consulted the guide enough, but I think I'll leave it until like the second to last dungeon before we go down that path.
Luckily, getting the bigger wallet isn't so much of a time crunch as it is in other Zelda games, because with those ones, normally you want to get the wallet upgrade as soon as possible so that you waste the least amount of rupees over the course of playing the game. But with Twilight Princess, luckily, with rupees in chests, if your wallet's full, you just put them back. So while you do need them to have, you need the upgrades to have more money on hand, putting it off isn't gonna waste a lot of money for you.
Remember this? This is what we used to thaw out the domain, and now we're going to blow it the fuck up.
Because back with Ocarina of Time, everyone really wanted to find some way to thaw out Zora's domain, like to the point that it was an April Fool's joke from Nintendo on how you could get rid of all the ice. So I'm guessing Twilight Princess is sort of doing a wink wink nudge nudge. It's like, hey, now you can finally unfreeze the Zoras.
Nintendo tricking its customers. Damn, that's cold.
Oh.
I don't know how I timed that and the victory music came up.
I'm out. Bye.
See ya.
But no, Nintendo has always had really good April Fool's jokes. Like, give them credit for that at the very least.
Yeah, I like the one when they delay Zelda games. That's always a laugh riot, you know.
The laugh doesn't so much come from the delay, but people's reactions for me.
Yeah, right, it's more of a manic laugh that silently and then quickly becomes a scream.
Mine eventually devolves into just sobbing into a pillow in the corner.
Speaking of water-related activities, what do you think of the Zora armor in terms of design, in terms of usefulness, in terms of stuff?
In terms of stuff, it is the best. I love all the stuff about this Zora armor. I love the fins. I like how it has a headgear that's similar to the shell armor that they have. I like the mesh on it. It's such a good armor, and I like that you can wear it on land and it doesn't like affect your running speed, because they totally could have done that where the Zora armor, you can't walk on land because walking with flippers is a pain in the ass, let me tell you.
Yeah.
Like, they could have very easily done that, but no. Instead, you can be a total badass all over Hyrule in your fish suit.
You just don't go near fire or ice, because I think you take double damage while wearing the Zora armor.
That adds to the coolness of it. Like, I get that, oh, why would you put double damage, but no, think about it. It's making you more Zora-like. I love it.
Okay, well I guess I'll be on my merry way, and oh, look at this. I guess it's hero time.
Right in front of the civilians, no less. Hey, you best be checking this out, yo.
This isn't a silent conspiracy anymore. The Twilight Realm is officially invading.
Exactly. She should be, like, going to the castle that was toppled and conquered and filling out bureaucratic forms saying, my lake has been infested with shadow beasts. Please send help.
And a spin. Boom. Done.
And luckily you don't have to kill them at the precisely exact same time. It's just, as long as you kill them within the same move, you're still good.
Okay, you can come over here now and thank me. Not saying you have to, but it would just be nice to get a little bit of appreciation.
I mean, your house is still standing. Let me tell you something. That's not a common occurrence when I'm dealing with stuff around here.
Not that I'm implying I go around blowing up houses or anything.
Oh, no, I mean, I have nothing to do with any recently blown up homes. I'm just letting you know that yours still standing is a gift from me to you. So she's got business issues. Thank you. I like how we saved her life and right off the bat. Rather than actually being super grateful, she just wants to tell us about her problems and how we can help fix them for her.
If only there was a man around to help.
Wow. That's not cool, man.
What? She said it?
I know! And I'm still saying that that's not cool.
It's just because I'm a man repeating the line, is it?
Yes. Yes, you will have Tumblr on your ass in about 5 seconds. Brace yourself.
That's the only time an exclamation from an NPC is matched up with the text on screen.
So that counts as voice acting, right? Twilight Princess voice acting!
I love this, it's not really a side quest, so I guess we can call it a minigame. I tend to confuse the two, really. They're kind of the same thing in my eyes.
I like how they have, Link actually sitting down, like... I know it's a little thing like, well, duh, Link's in, but I like how they're putting him in a completely different pose than, here, stand with your sword in the air.
Oh, this is a beautiful little bit of a... Well, it's MIDI music, but still, it's nice.
Shame the boat kind of controls like dick.
Yeah, it's not the best. I tried so hard to keep it steady, but these are rapids. They are known for going pretty quickly.
I've actually been whitewater rafting. It's a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm. Did you get your own bomb arrows, if I may ask?
No. Instead, we all just got our own little paddle, and then we, did some cool rapids, took a break, and we got to float down the river. Sick.
I've been watching a lot of classic Simpsons recently. I watched earlier the one where Bart joins the Boy Scouts and they go rapids and whatnot.
Oh, classic Simpsons. So good.
Whoa, calm it down, Link.
Like, I'm not asking for this to be on rails, because, yeah, the complete opposite of having the boat have these janky controls would be, whoop, now you're on rails, and it's like, there's really no point of being on the river, but, I don't know, just the fact that the boat can turn completely sideways and even backwards, it just seems a bit too much of a hassle to control while also aiming.
Thankfully, the point controls still work as beautifully as ever, so it's not too hard to hit the mark.
Thankfully so. I mean, how terrible would that be if just because you're in a minigame the controls went to shit?
Great bit of juxtaposition here, which is probably what they were going for. The rapids along with the peaceful, calming music.
Yeah, it definitely seems like the minigames in Twilight Princess are a lot more whimsical. They're a lot more silly and fun. Like, it's not just, hey, hone your warrior skills. It's more just, hey, you want to just have some fun.
This was always my favourite. It's the area, I think, because, let me tell you, you don't know what you have until it's gone, and again, I hate to bring up Skyward Sword, but there is nothing like this in there.
Yeah, they went all out, once again, for a minigame, and this map is it's on par with all the other maps in this game in terms of gorgeousness. I also like how Zora works part-time for a Hylian.
Yeah, that's kind of weird, actually.
You would think that the Zoras would be too proud or whatever, but no, when it comes to money, everyone's got their price.
Yeah, man, I got kids to feed and whatnot.
Got guppies to get flakes for.
Now, this isn't a completely new area, of course. We flew through here on the Beast of the Damned earlier.
Orifice, crevice space thing.
Never call it that again. Okay, there we go. Definitely one of the more fun minigames in Twilight Princess. There's a few bum ones here and there, but for the most part, they're pretty fun.
We're gonna be playing this again like 5 more times for the rest of the part, right?
Oh, yes.
Yes!
Actually, that's a lie. Once more, at the very least.
This is why I have trust issues, Tom.
You tell me to come on and record a commentary, and then we spend like 5 hours trying to get one part done. Not anymore, trust me, not anymore.
I had plans today, Tom, but not anymore. Man, people make such a big deal about their shops working. I mean, yeah, it's their livelihood, but it's like, I'm killing all these bloodthirsty monsters with weapons around you, but the thing you're most happy about is that your shop's working. What?
You know, I gotta buy some new clothes.
You can't buy new clothes when you're dead.
That's a good point. That is very good.
Or turn into a shadow beast.
Well, shadow beasts don't require clothes.
Exactly. Because it's very difficult to find pants that fit a shadow beast, okay? The waist is too big, the ankle is too thin, it's a mess.
Okay, get ready for a few fade-ins and fade-outs, and the other way around as well, because we have to go all over Hyrule for this one, because with the Bridge of Elding gone, it's kind of hard to get back to Zora's domain. I'm sure there's like one path that can take you back there quickly, but I literally searched online for FAQs, like shortcut to Zora's domain, and this was the quickest way, so...
Hey, it's fine by me. I mean, this part is minigames, not minigames and backtracking all over the map. At that point, I would have legit just left. You'd have to do the rest of this on your own.
That would have been very irresponsible of me, really.
Does this cutscene play every time? Like, is it even possible to skip it?
You can probably skip it. You can skip quite a few cutscenes in this game. Some are mandatory, others the game doesn't really seem to care about.
I like how Link's momentum just comes to a complete stop once he's over that platform.
He's channeling 3D Sonic in that regard.
Or he could be using the Gale Boomerang, just use the wind to counteract something. I don't know. I'm trying to come up with reasons to make Zelda more realistic.
Oh, hello, thing I'll be seeing in my nightmares tonight.
Jesus, you thought fire was an ugly-ass clown.
Who's this, then?
This is Falby. I guess since fire is a pun on fire, I think Falby's most likely just fall, because as you'll see, the minigame involves you falling from high places. And I guess the only thing interesting other than his fashion taste and choice in makeup is the fact that in Hyrule Historia there is some concept art that shows that Falby was female. So maybe since Falby and Fire worked together to get this minigame working, they could have possibly been like romantically involved or married, something. Which I don't see why not. Just clown couple. It's gross and disturbing, but whatever. Clowns need loving too.
Love this shot. Just Lake Hyrule in general is so beautiful in this game. Even if it is, you know, to GameCube standards, a good vista, a good view is still good in my books.
I'm impressed. You got the best chest, dude.
The trick there is knowing you can pull back on the control stick to go slower.
Normally when I want to get the best chest, I just don't even bother following the rupee trail. I just take a beeline straight to the best chest so I can get all the goodies.
Hells yeah, and now we got another full heart.
Hells yes! I don't know why we need it. Enemies aren't going to be doing much more damage, but good job. I like how there were shiny white chickens and you went with the dull brown one.
Hey man, you go with the commoner every time. It's the hidden depths.
It's kind of like the puppy mini game. Sometimes you just gotta go with the brown one that feels like he's rearing to win and not that stupid gold Scottish Terrier that always loses.
That's Majora's Mask, right?
Yes.
I don't think I ever successfully did that.
Gotta use that Mask of Truth and find out which dog feels very confident.
Oh no, this is some Harvest Moon-esque music here.
Harvest Moon. Good game. I always like going to the end credits in like 3 minutes.
This is the fishing hole. We won't actually be spending a lot of time here, but it is a very gorgeous area. What we're here for now is actually an empty bottle, and there's not many of them in the game, really.
Yeah. No, because you can get so many hearts. Why would you even need a fairy to fill up even more hearts? And it's not like there's a trading sequence with bottled items either, so yeah.
Okay. Haven't used the fishing rod in a while. Hopefully I've still got it. And wait for the bobber to go under the water and fish on.
Damn, dude, you're like 10 times better than the fisherman I'll ever be.
I like the steel drums.
Oh, it's the best. They come out of nowhere. They're so different than all the other instrumental choices in the game, but it's perfect.
Now you may be wondering, why haven't we done any actual fishing, or more traditional fishing? That's what the fishing hole is for. We'll get a proper fishing rod. We can't take it out of the fishing hole, but, you know, it's good for this area.
If you're wondering why we're not fishing, just realize that we've spent 100% more time in this fishing hole than we did in Ocarina of Time. Be grateful. Alright, here's the third sibling of the Afro Trio. And you can tell that she's sort of the black sheep in the bunch since her hair is down. This is Hena. She's the youngest of the three. And she's the one that just flat out tells you that the three are most likely descended from the fishermen in Ocarina of Time, obviously based on her occupation.
Well, they heavily imply it, but, you know, if they bring it up, it has to mean something. It's like a Chekhov's reference, I guess.
Yeah, but she, like, fangirls over the fishermen, like, damn, I can understand being proud of your heritage, but getting a little weird there. Also, she has the exact same itch that the fishermen in Ocarina of Time had. See, that's the only fishing you need. Why even bother catching fish when you can catch way better stuff like pieces of hearts?
I'm sorry guys, no actual fishing this time, but I recommend just coming here, spending like 10 minutes or so, and just chilling out, especially around sunset. One of the best looking areas in the game.
The water in this game, to join Tom in gasming over GameCube water, I do appreciate that it looks good in all lights of the day. Like, it looks good in the morning, looks good at twilight, looks good in the middle of the day, it even still looks good in the middle of the night. It is consistently good looking.
Thank you, Maxie. We're slowly becoming that one Miiverse post which just fangasms over water in video games.
Hellfire Comes is pretty much a Miiverse post. There's no getting to that point.
There he is.
With the fish that not he caught, but apparently a hero caught. You know, I can't actually prove I'm descended from Alexander the Great, but, you know, I do enjoy bananas, and I hear that he did as well, so I'm just gonna roll with that, guys. I'm descended from Alexander the Great.
Just saying, just saying.
Yep. Damn, if that was your first fish, that's impressive.
That's something to be proud of, yeah.
I know, mine was probably about the same size as that. It was pretty pathetic.
I've always wanted to go fishing.
I haven't done a lot of, like, freshwater fishing. Most fishing I've ever done has been, like, in the ocean, just because my grandfather in Puerto Rico actually is a fisherman, so.
Sweet.
Yep.
Now, there's one other thing in here, which you can very easily miss because you actually have to look at it using the C button. But, this is the rollerball minigame. Sorry, Rollgoal.
I had no idea this game was even here. None. Yeah, this blew my mind.
If you remember those rolling ball galaxies from, well, Mario Galaxy. This operates kind of on a similar principle, even though Twilight Princess, the Wii version, came before. I would recommend holding the Wii Remote up with both hands. It's very hard to do it single-handedly.
I think it's kind of intended to be that way just because this board... The model for the board looks big enough that you would hold it with two hands, so...
That failure was intentional. I just wanted to show you how tricky it can be.
There's a game similar to this, I think, that comes default on all iPhones, or any kind of phone with gyroscopes at this point, but it's sort of the reverse where you gotta, avoid the holes in the maze.
I'm surprised they didn't put anything like this in Ocarina of Time 3D.
Yeah, or the whole point was, oh, yo, check out our gyroscopic controls, and Tom64 is gonna totally dig this shit throughout the entire playthrough. And then no minigame involving the controls. Bravo.
Yay! Now exit and re-enter and you can try the next level of Rollgoal.
Oh shit, there's more than one?
Yeah, it goes up to like 8, I think.
Nice. What's like the best prize?
Just give me 1 second and I will look this up on Google.
I'm gonna say it's money. But while you do that, I just want to say that on her bookshelf, there were some books, and one of them has kind of an interesting title. It's called The Legend of the Hylian Loach, Twilight Fish.
Nice.
Yeah.
I can appreciate a good pun. Okay, you get the frog lore for beating Rollgoal, and you can see it hanging on the wall in the fishing hut. This is the only lore that can catch the Hylian Loach legally, and it's also a good choice for catching the Hyrule base. The lore is hard to control, and excellent skill with the controls is needed to get it to function properly. Unlike other lures, once the fish goes for the frog lure, Link must let the fish nibble on the lure for a bit before trying to hook it, otherwise the fish will lose interest and escape. No, I'm getting it confused with the sinking lure, my bad.
Wait. So, you have a fishing minigame with frogs.
Well, it's a lure.
Yeah, all we need now is a giant purple cat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see where you're going now. Okay. This minigame is sick, though. I love this one.
Anything on the river is sick. Can you operate all the minigames in all of Hyrule? Like, she's gonna successfully put everyone else out of business just because her minigames kick ass.
I want to have a rapid fish off or target blast off with Zan. Let's end the game like that, on that high note.
It would have been cool, too, if there was, a race one.
Yeah, I suppose, but you're basically going the same speed.
Yeah, but, because when you see the Zora swim, I'm just reminded of the otter race minigame from Majora's Mask, where you had to go through the rings. It would have been kind of cool if they had rings on the surface of the water that you gotta pilot in, but that would really require fine-tuning these boating controls even more.
Yeah, oh god, the beavers, I just remembered. They're pretty dickish, but anyway, the point of this is you got to get points before you reach the end of the course, and yellow ones give you 1 point, I believe, and red ones give you 2. All this was explained at the start, I really should have been paying attention, but the main point here is don't bump the sides or any of the obstacles, or you'll lose a point.
That's a huge dick move.
And I can tell you from experience, you could take maybe 1 or 2 hits with hitting every target on the way, and you'll come out in one piece. Otherwise, there's a very tight margin for victory.
That definitely had to have been included after playtests. Just because, you had the people saying, this game is really difficult to not bump a single wall. Can you be a bit more lenient on what the win goal is? Especially when you put a giant rock just right smack in the middle of the current. Is it really even necessary for a Zora to guide you down a river that only flows one way?
That's a good point, but I bet she's just there to make sure you don't damage the boat or anything.
Or, in case they're dealing with someone way less competent, if their boat capsizes, she's just sort of there as a safety measure.
Don't aim for the Zora, because number 1, I don't think anything will happen, and number 2, that's a dick move.
Yeah, they're just there for your help. And it's such a relaxing minigame. Why would you go and do something so grotesquely violent? Aww.
First hit.
Yep. And what a good sound effect for that, too.
Damn, I'm good with this bow and arrow shit.
Do you think that the Zora or Iza has to restock these pots?
Well, note how the Zora can go, like, with the current, can jump out of the rapids and whatnot. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it's her. And she does it for minimum wage as well.
Part-time at that.
You gotta be very careful, because you can easily get caught in a corner and bump all your points into the drink.
The current now works against you. How do you like that, sucker? I think they could have revved up the difficulty by giving you limited amount of arrows. What do you think, Tom?
Oh my god, now you're just being sadistic, mate.
I know, I should make video games, right?
Just made it.
Congratulations.
You only need 25 to get the swag, so it's all good.
Oh, nice. You did above and beyond the Call of Duty. Can you lose points in this, like, after area?
I'm pretty sure no.
I would have programmed it so that that could happen.
Well, you're a different breed of programmer, mate.
Oh, yeah. Something looks off about that bomb bag. I don't know what it is, because all the other ones they all looked very nicely stylish. They had all those designs, but that one's like, ew.
It's like a platypus head, a prehistoric platypus head.
It looks like a straight up stomach, and then someone decided to put a bead cape on it.
Anyway, now it's time to visit the lakebed, and indeed the lakebed temple, but we've got to gain access to it first, so it's a good job we have the watery bombs with us.
This is another trick that I've seen some really cool videos from speedrunners that have some of the most technical and like pinpoint setups to get into the temple. Because as you're going to see, there's a big rock that's obscuring our way, but the rock is properly modeled, so you can actually kind of slip behind it. But it requires, like I said, very specific setups, and it's very interesting. You guys should look it up if you want to have your minds totally blown. But there's definitely a much simpler way to do it without any kind of setups, but it will involve some items.
Okay, here we go. Gotta blow up this geyser here.
He's such a little jaunty walk when he has the boots underwater.
You know what's cool? If you're not wearing the thing underwater, like you sink down with the iron boots and you run out of air, you don't just like lose a heart, the screen fades to black and you come back all cartoony. No, you die. You get a game over straight away.
And then a new timeline is born.
The one where Link was too dumb to keep the Zora armor on.
The Link drowned ending.
Yeah. Well guys, that'll do it for today. We'll see you next week when we take on the third dungeon of the game. See you then.